here I was just trying to use up some extra paint from a project. I think this is just more ideas. Some doodles. I had just gotten some Ohuhu water-based pens, so I was just playing around with those doodles. And then here I was swatching some just cheap paint pens I had gotten off Amazon. Some Pilot mechanical pencils, like the colored ones for sketching. More doodles. This thing, like a tutorial on how to draw simple heads in one of my Pinterest boards. So I was just looking for some inspiration. So that's what I was doing here with those Ohuhu water-based pens. I don't know how, but I kept getting the ears too high. I really like how this one turned out. This is just a sheet of expressions that I found on Pinterest. Some more doodles. One of the paint pens that I got, it was this perfect green olive color. So I drew an olive, and I was like, oh, this kind of looks like, oh, it could be a little face and some arms. So then I drew this guy, and then that turned into this little cat thing, and then that somehow eventually evolved into these little flower dudes. So I like to draw those a lot. Here's one I tried to draw a horse. Some more doodles. Here I was practicing drawing heads, that are turned to the side. I think I got kind of frustrated with this reference that I had found, but I remembered I had this book that I had gotten for, I think it was my 16th birthday or something, on how to draw whimsical faces. It's by Jane Davenport. Her work was really fun. So I decided to start practicing those again. Yeah, and then this is just me going through that book again and just practicing some of the concepts in there. And I actually really think her book is helpful. If I can find it, I'll try to link it in the description. And then, yeah, this is just some more practice. I really like how this head turned out. I just really like how the colors look and the expression. Some practice with hair. And then I had let's see, this head here, I liked how it turned out, so I decided to make it into kind of a more finished piece. And this was done in alcohol marker, and I used colored pencil for some of the shading. Another doodle. These are swatches of some gel pens that I picked up at the dollar store. The glitter ones weren't great, as you can see. And then these are some Sharpie markers. I think they're supposed to be highlighters. I'll grab one. They're Sharpie S-Note. I don't know. They just looked really fun, and the colors were really pretty. And then these were some more concepts for my little avatar logo thing. So you can kind of see which one I went with. Some more heads. I really liked how this one turned out, so I made it into a bigger drawing. I just really liked how I had done the hair, and this actually ended up turning into a more finished painting, which you can see in one of my previous videos. One of those flower guys. Some more head practice. I think these were all done using some references that I found on Pinterest. So as you can see, I kind of need more practice with that. Here I was just trying to practice like drawing bodies. My attempt at drawing a horse. A couple more things from Pinterest. Another head drawing from reference. Some more doodles. This little cat guy is my own little design. I like drawing things with 3 eyes. Some more doodles. My boyfriend, he really likes hyperbole and a half, so he requested that I draw the character from that. I can't remember the author's name right now. Some more notes and noodles. I think at this point I was just like, I'm just gonna finish the sketchbook. Like, I just want to be done with it. So I was just kind of scrolling through Pinterest and like just finding things that looked fun or cute to draw, like these little dogs. This day I was really inspired to draw some fruit. Like, I like how colorful it is. This is the little tree guy that I made up. I also purchased Jane Davenport's book on like how to draw bodies. So I think some of the next few pages are like me trying to learn from that. I'm still only about halfway through the book at this point. I'm currently filming this in like mid-February. Yeah, so it's just like kind of figuring out proportions and all that. And I like to take notes too. Practice. In her book, she has like a few different figures, like figure types. So this is what she calls the juicy figure. Here's the fashionized figure, which is like thinner. One of the practices was like drawing with water, but this paper really is not meant for watercolor. Like, I still like how it turned out. Like, I like all the different values and like how the watercolor just sort of spread out. But I definitely would not recommend trying that in just a regular sketchbook. Another doodle. Some more practice. Kind of ended up turning out like looking like Tinkerbell. More doodles. Giant cat face. This is kind of another like random shape exercise thing. My boyfriend had drawn some random shapes and then I just made some stuff out of them, although he drew that one. More practice. Here I was trying to like sort of get some ideas on the page for a painting I wanted to do. But this paper really did not like the acrylic paint, so I kind of gave up on trying to do that, so I might have to do that on some different paper. More figure practice. And I believe the rest of this is mostly just doodles and like me trying to fill up the sketchbook. Oh, this, I had picked up some pens from Michael's. They had these like color changing ones and some other ones that are like kind of like a rolly stamp thing. Like this one was a heart, this one was just some lines, and then like kind of a squiggly one. And here's a better example. And these were the color changing pens. Those were really fun. Um, these were some Tombow pens that I picked up. I was just swatching them. And I tried to use a little bit of water on them just to see if they could kind of be used like watercolor pens. They didn't work that great, but that might also just be because this paper isn't meant for watercolor. Yeah. After I got those color changing pens, I had a lot of fun just doodling with those. Here I was trying to blend the Tombow markers that I had gotten, because it said like on the back of the package that you could like take one of the light colors, put it down, and put a dark color, and then use the light color to blend it out. It seemed to only work with like certain colors, like this one didn't work that well. Here's a little whale with a hat, sweater. Some more doodles. Simple little house. This is my little skull with a hat that I like to draw sometimes when I don't know what else to draw. Another flower guy. This was drawn from a reference that I found. I believe it was either on Pexels or I think it's Pixabay. I was just playing around with some colored pencils. This guy was also drawn from reference. And I didn't put anything on this page because there's like some swatches on the other side. So like, these are all the Prismacolor Premier alcohol markers, and then some glitter paint markers that are just like the Target brand, and then some Posca markers. These were some like other cheap paint markers that I gotten off Amazon. The brand is Tanmit. A couple packs of crayons that I picked up from the dollar store, and then these are the two like Ohuhu packs that I have. So like this is just like the like more saturated bright colors, and then the pastel set. That's everything. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you all have a great week. Next video will likely be starting a new sketchbook or something. But anyway, see you all later.